Mariupol is a city almost completely destroyed and from where thousands of civilians have been unable to escape. The last major battle is happening here at a giant Soviet-built factory in an industrial district. Bodies lie on the streets in the besieged port city. Ukrainian forces ignored a Russian ultimatum to surrender by 1 p.m. local time on Sunday. Ukraine's Prime Minister says its forces will fight to the end. The outcome will likely affect talks to resolve the war.
There's been a missile attack today on the western Ukrainian city of Lviv, which until now has largely escaped unscathed since the Russian invasion began. The latest reports say 6 people have been killed and 8 wounded. Residents spoke of hearing 5 explosions on the outskirts of the city, and smoke was seen rising from residential areas. Overnight, there's been an apparent intensification of the Russian bombardment of Ukraine, with multiple targets across the country targeted by airstrikes and shelling. 5 people have reportedly been killed and 13 injured in shelling in the city of Kharkiv, while in Mykolaiv, near the port of Odessa, the governor reports continuous rocket attacks.
The German government has said it is giving more than 1 billion euros in military aid to Ukraine. The funds are part of a 2 billion increase in defense spending announced on Friday. Over half of that money will go to the European Peace Facility, an organization which purchases weapons for Ukraine. The move follows heavy criticism of German Chancellor Olaf Scholz for his hesitancy to send heavy weapons to Ukraine.
The latest confrontations between Israeli forces and Palestinians near the Al-Aqsa Mosque compound in occupied East Jerusalem. Sunday was the first day since the beginning of the Jewish Passover celebrations when non-Muslims could visit the compound. Hundreds of Jews did so, with Israeli forces guarding them. Neither were welcome. Israeli police said that Palestinians had gathered stones and put up barricades to block the Jewish groups from arriving, and that they removed protesters to restore order. The Palestinian Red Crescent reported injuries to 10 people. The Al-Aqsa Mosque compound is Islam's 3rd holiest place. It's also revered by Jews as the site of the original temple.
These Tunisian divers are heading off to inspect the ship's hull and check for leaks. The tanker, named the Zello, sank Saturday carrying 750 tons of diesel fuel. It was traveling from Egypt to Malta when it ran into trouble in the Gulf of Gabis off the southeastern coast of Tunisia. While the 7 crew members were rescued, there are concerns about a possible oil spill. Protective booms and barriers have been erected to cordon the ship and contain any possible oil leaks.
Next Monday, April 25th, will be the 90th anniversary of the founding of the People's Army, a key event for North Korea. There has been a lot of speculation that the regime will hold a large-scale military parade on this day. One military source said Monday that North Korea has been seen preparing for a parade with a range of military equipment at its Mirim airport in Pyongyang. This included armored vehicles and transporter-erector launchers used to fire missiles. The source also noted that thousands of troops were spotted at the airport, and that as many as 20,000 personnel could show up to the actual event. At the parade, the North is likely to showcase its intercontinental ballistic missile, capable of carrying multiple warheads, and its submarine-launched ballistic missile. This comes at a time when South Korea and the US have begun their joint military exercise, which started Monday.
He got the gun! Get the out! Get the
An eyewitness captures pure pandemonium.
He got a gun!
200 partygoers, many of them underage, packed into a holiday rental, crushed in the stairwell in a struggle to get out.
Come on! Oh my God! That's shooting! Oh my God!
Even when they reached the exit, it wasn't clear where the next round would be coming from.
Based on the evidence so far, and this is still preliminary, that there was multiple shooters.
Officials estimating 90 rounds were fired inside and out from multiple weapons. The gunfire prompting some to jump from windows, sustaining broken bones and lacerations. 11 were injured. 2 young men, one of them just 14, died. The shooters still at large.
The authorities in the Chinese city of Shanghai have reported the first official COVID death since 2020. Official figures show 3 people died on Sunday. All had underlying health conditions. The city is under a tough new lockdown, with residents complaining of being unable to secure food, while some have been ejected from their homes to create quarantine centres.
Families gather outside a prison in Myanmar's commercial capital Yangon, hoping to be reunited with their loved ones. The military junta freed 1,600 people, including criminals and foreign nationals, as part of an annual amnesty to mark the Buddhist New Year, but political prisoners were not included. The military seized power in February last year, just a few months after Aung San Suu Kyi's National League for Democracy swept to power. Within days of the coup, protesters were on the streets, demanding her release and a return to civilian rule. A campaign of civil disobedience followed, which triggered a deadly crackdown by security forces.